Hello, my name is Ferrando-Quilez. I'm from Spain in Europe. I'm majoring in aerospace engineering and I'm in the rowing team.
What's the best part about being on the Embry-Riddle rowing team?
The best part about being in the Embry-Riddle rowing team is that I can still be in a very interesting major like aerospace engineering and still participating in a high competitive level rowing.
What does a typical day look like from wake up to bedtime?
We wake up at 5:30 in the morning. We go to the Halifax River where we practice during 2 hours. Then at 8 a.m. I go to my classes. After noon, at noon we have the second practice of the day. It's normally erging or lifting weights. And then I go to do my homework and dinner and go to bed ready for the next day.
What was one of your team building exercises?
We normally have a brunch after Saturday's practice every week where we talk about stuff or just make jokes about rowing, and that kind of brings the team together a lot and team bonding.
How do you connect with other teams?
We normally try to go to see other teams play. Like for example, yesterday the tennis team was playing against the Wildcats, and tomorrow Saturday I'm actually volunteering for the basketball game in the ICI. I'm gonna help organizing it.
What have you learned from rowing that has carried over into everyday life?
Probably the lesson that I learned from rowing was that do your best and just go all in everything you do. Like don't give up until the end.
What do you do during your free time?
I normally hang out with friends. I play the cello, so I normally spend some time playing music or listening to it. So it's a lot of fun.
Any pre-competition rituals?
We normally get together as a group. We huddle up all together and just try to think about the strategy for the regatta.
What is the most significant lesson you learned so far this year?
This year, as team captain, I learned that, especially being the first year program, we got many people from many places. So I learned how everybody's different and how you need to adjust to everyone else in the team, especially coming from different backgrounds as it is this year.
What is your favorite part about living in Daytona?
I like how quiet Daytona is. I don't like big cities like Atlanta or Chicago. So traffic is also very nice because there's not much traffic to get to school, and just how close everything is.
Where is your favorite place to eat in Daytona?
There's a pizzeria very close to Ponce Inlet. I forgot the name, but they make probably the best pizza here.
What's the most beautiful thing in the world?
I'm in love with the Pyrenees. There are the mountains in between Spain and France. I have an apartment there, and it's probably one of the best places I've ever seen.
What's your favorite song?
Paradise City by Guns N' Roses.
What's your favorite food?
Probably paella. It's a Spanish rice.
Favorite color?
It's blue.
Favorite movie?
The Dark Knight, Batman.
Favorite athlete?
Rafael Nadal, tennis player in Spain.
If you had one superpower, what would it be?
I would love to fly.
Kittens or puppies?
I'll go with puppies.
What's one thing you can't live without?
Probably my parents.
What's your idea of a perfect day?
Just what I'm doing right now. Waking up every morning, practicing, going to school, doing what I enjoy doing.
What's your best rowing memory at Embry-Riddle so far?
Last year during FIRA championships, I remember having my first regatta in a single boat, and I was second for the whole regatta, and they passed me in the last 200 meters, but I was still very happy with my performance, and I think that's one of my best memories.
What is the hardest part about being a student athlete?
Just being able to compensate sports and academics. Sometimes it can get very tricky, but if you're organized with your time, you can always make it.
What's one country you'd like to visit?
Thailand. I love Thailand.
What's your favorite class at Riddle?
My favorite class, I can't decide between aircraft stability and control with Dr. Reiner or aircraft preliminary design with Dr. Gudmundsson. Both very good classes.
What's your least favorite class at Riddle?
I prefer to forget that one, so I don't really know.
What's the best advice you've ever been given?
I remember a quote by Steve Jobs that says, if you live every day like it was your last, one day you will most certainly be right. So I try to look at the mirror every morning and say, if this is what I would do if this was my last day.